In your hands there is a pearl of great price. It is in your hand. And everywhere you go, you can extend that hand to everyone you see, no matter what they're doing, no matter what they say about you. None of that matters a bit. How can the opinion of an insane mind matter? I've told many it's time to live a bit outrageously. A time to dance, a time to sing, a time to play. These things I did daily when I walked upon this earth, and I was only serious to the degree that the one in front of me could speak no other language but seriousness, until they learned the language of laughter and play and simplicity and ease. For my way is easy and my burden light. My cross is not heavy, it is made of light. Therefore take up your cross and follow me. Come and join the dance. Come and join the dance in which you realize, my God, I am an ascended master. Right here in what you call the name of this village, Berkeley, right here an ascended master walks, and it goes by your name. Does that sound arrogant? The only thing that has ever been arrogant is that you dared to believe that you are something other than what God created you to be. Now that requires great arrogance. Do you see the great paradox then? For the truth of the kingdom is diametrically opposed to every perception the world has ever sought to teach you. It takes great humility to say, I and my Father are one. Because you have to give up the world. You have to be the one courageous enough to speak the truth. It is the height of arrogance to believe that you have ever sinned against God. It is the height of arrogance to believe that you are guilty, that you are not capable of fixing yourself, that somehow you're not even worthy of it. Father, beat me and whip me, for I have sinned. That one's been played out, and some of you have memories of what you would perceive as lifetimes in which you know what it means to flog the body. It wasn't a lot of fun. Are you willing to join with me in the outrageousness of the divine humility in which you simply set aside every conformity to the beliefs of the world and simply say to your friends, I can't play the game any longer? And they'll look at you and say, what do you mean? Well, I'm the Son of God. I've been trying to pretend I'm something else, but it's exhausting me. I'm really tired. So I give up. Father, live through me. And they will indeed look at you with a bit of an incredulous look, and one of the eyebrows might go up. So what? In that moment, because of your willingness to be what they will perceive as arrogant and outrageous, a window has opened. A window has opened. A window which has opened because for just a moment you stopped their mind. Unknown to them, you have been the one who turned their attention from the roar and din and the insanity of the illusory world to the real world. Now, will they get it? They might. They might call you crazy. They might leave your life, the life of the body. But you have a saying in your world that nature abhors a vacuum. And if that is true for nature, it is indeed true for God. Never fear loss, for what is of true value can never be taken from you. It can only be added to you. As you teach love, all that is truly valueless must necessarily drop from you. Gently perhaps at times seemingly not so gently. But understand that in those moments, it's only a resistance to letting go that creates the feeling of struggle. And suddenly, the hour of your rebirth is upon you, and you'll look around for your past and find that it is no longer with you. You will look for your doubts and your confusions, and you will be startled because you won't be able to find them. And suddenly you will know that the miracle has occurred, the atonement has been completed. It has come as a thief in the night, and while you were sleeping it stole the cobwebs of all shadows long since outgrown. And you have awakened in the morning of a new day, and behold, your cupboards are bare of what you thought held value. And in its place is a feast set before the only begotten Son of God, a feast without beginning and without end, a feast to which your Father invites you to return as the guest of honor. And the prodigal son has indeed returned, and he sits down at his father's table, and lo, all he looks upon is good. And you will raise the chalice to your lips, and you will drink a certain elixir called love, called salvation, called awakening, enlightenment. It goes by many words. It's really all the same. And then you will put the chalice back on the table, and you will look your Father right in the eye, and together with him you will laugh as you have never laughed before, and your laughter will be the song that is echoed out like a vibration through every molecule of creation. Your laughter will shift the vibration of creation, and light will pour into every molecule until it becomes once again as light itself. That is the meaning of the true ascension. It signifies the moment when the Holy Son of God has been restored completely. Will it come tomorrow? It might. Does it seem a long way off? Remember, such a perception is born in time, but miracles shorten the need for time. How then to create the miracles that shorten time? By acknowledging that the atonement is complete within you now. Do you see how that all begins to make sense? Gone is the time for praying for saviors. Gone is the time of looking to the future when the Son of God would return. Now is the time, spoken of in many cultures and in many ways, and in all epochs that have ever been. The truth has always been spoken, that time is at hand. I gave forth a promise that in that day I would indeed return. And though I thought to make it clear, there were many who did not understand. Let it be known that I have returned. I have returned not only to join with the mind of this my beloved brother, who finally threw in the towel because he couldn't figure it all out. I have come forth with an ancient friend that some of you know by the first name of Helen, who received the material of A Course in Miracles. I have come forth through what you would perceive as 2003 friends who are currently serving somewhere on this globe as what are called in your language channels. And I serve with many others in many, many ways. For the promise I gave has been kept. I have returned because I love you. In truth, I never went anywhere. And I have worked without ceasing to whisper to you in your dreams, to gently guide you to the left when you thought you were going to the right. I have come to you because you have been given me of my Father, even as there are already those who are, shall we say, assigned to you and will come to you when you allow, through your willingness, the recognition of the atonement's completion to be remembered in you. There are many who are waiting for you, who will be sent to you in ways that you cannot begin to comprehend. And through you, the very same work will take place, even as this work has occurred through me. Do you begin to get the picture? There is a network, if you will, being created, in which the Father who has loved me gives unto me the power to give that love to you. And in your receiving of it, it is given unto you the power to give it to another. And that giving is the miracle that heals the need for time.